But that is one, where I think that a lot of it came from, along with the original old timers, Alice and Black Mary and the Dancettes, which was Alice and Zeta and Streeter, those ladies. Those were the two most powerful female organizations probably in the Midwest, because people came from all over. They had, I don't know if you remember, I forgot the big guy name that played in Car Wash. He was a stepper. He used to come home from doing movies and dance at the original old timers or the Dancettes parties. I mean, you had Ron O'Neal, who played Superfly. These guys would actually be at their parties. So this is where the dance and the dress etiquette came from. And that's why I stole all of my, copying this guy's shoes, the way he had his suit, way, wore a suit, and how he walked on the dance floor, how he stepped or whatever you call it. But they weren't calling the stepping, it was more like the bop. And I remember stealing a few turns from my uncle, who's deceased now. But I wanted to go because the way they danced, it was so suave. I mean, the way they took their coats and they hung their coats up, and the way they asked the women to dance, they just like everybody was having fun. I mean, sure, you can see some guys doing things they shouldn't do, or women just be fights like it is today. But it was a different etiquette that they had, and that's what grabbed me. The way you asked a woman to dance. And when you get on the dance floor, if you didn't dance, and here's the honest truth, I watched him at the Budland. It was a big guy, was a police officer. He actually asked the guy to leave because he had no idea of what he was doing on the dance floor. I seen this happen at the Budland. I seen it happen at the Perv House, and I seen it happen at the Guys and Girls Lounge. If you could dance, man, they wanted you in the middle, or you had to leave because you was interrupting the people who actually came out to dance. The first one is etiquette. Out of all these people that's leaving Chicago, going to Detroit, going into Atlanta, going to California, going to Oakland, when I go to those cities, and when I go, I often have people ask me, where are you from? And I ask them, what do you mean? Well, I'm from Chicago. Well, who taught you? It's such and such. I'm not calling no name. I said, I learned from some people back in the day, 4 generations ago. Well, why is it that they don't do what you do? I can't answer that. But I tell them that they must learn. If a person is not going to teach you etiquette first, then you shouldn't give him any money.